Well, we're here in Bolton with now middleweight contender Jack Flatley. Thanks for having us, Jack. How's it going?
Yeah, really well, yeah. Training's going good. I'm ready for the start of another day of training and buzzing for the fight. It's nearly here now.
And that fight is against Nathan the Hitman Heaney. He is a bit of a poster boy, certainly around Stoke. He's a big ticket seller for Frank Warren, for Queensberry. And you're his next opponent. IBO International Middleweight title on the line. Why do you think they've gone with Jack Flatley?
I think it's because they want Nathan to have a step up and fight someone with good experience, which I believe I have got. I've won the English title, I've challenged for the European title, and but I feel like they're looking at me as if I'm a super welterweight, and I might be a little bit small for the weight, and I've stepped up, but I'm going to be. I've fought at middleweight before. I'm going to be more than ready on the night, yeah.
Do you think they might be underestimating you then?
Maybe a little bit in terms of weight. I don't really feel like. I think Nathan's quite a respectful fighter. I don't think he's similar to myself, where he wouldn't underestimate anyone. So maybe in terms of the weight, but I don't really think in terms of experience and skill. No.
So why is this the right fight at the right time for Jack Flatley?
It's the right fight for me because I feel like I've improved since my loss for the European title. I feel like that was a lesson that I needed to take. Since I've been in the gym and I've just been improving and getting better. And I've not long since had a fight where I've been keeping out and keeping busy, and then the form went for this fight, and I was already fit, and my weight was good, so I'm ready for the go now. Yeah.
So what do you make of Nathan Heaney then?
He's a good fighter, yeah, but he has a big ticket. He's a big ticket seller, so that helps him with getting the opportunities he's getting. But obviously, taking nothing away from him as a fighter, I'm training as hard as I can in respect to that. And but it's my job to come in and rip the script up and stop him having these big nights, to be fair. So that's what I want to do.
He's obviously got this big dream of fighting at Stoke's ground. Are you here to ruin that dream? Is that what's going on, Jack?
It's not so much ruin his dream, it's just to fulfil my own dreams. This is a big opportunity for me. I want the feeling of being a champion again. I want to know that I've got bigger opportunities lying in front of me after it. So there's a lot lying on this fight.
You've been an English champion in the past. You took that belt to the Bolton Stadium, so everyone's talking about Nathan Heaney in a stadium. What about Jack Flatley in a stadium one day, in your football stadium?
Yeah, exactly. I'd love to be, winning the IBO International and then maybe defending it in Bolton. Yeah.
You actually had your debut at the Manchester Arena as well, and that was on a Frank Warren show. We were just talking about it. It was meant to be Billy Joe Saunders against Andy Lee. So you are now back at the Manchester Arena for what could be your breakout fight.
Yeah, I fought at Manchester Arena. This is going to be my fourth time actually now, but this is definitely the chance to make a breakout and get the opportunities that I've been wanting after this fight. This is a brilliant opportunity in itself, but I want to keep them coming now after this.
What do you think of Nathan's run of opponents, and where do you place yourself within that list?
I place myself as his hardest test so far, and I've seen his previous opponents, and I don't really believe that they've fought at the level that I have. I mean, I've not fought for a world title or anything like that, but I've still been in title contention, and I hope that shows on the night.
He's going to have a lot of fans there. It could be quite intimidating, right? What do you think?
I'm not going to be intimidated by it one bit. He's going to have a lot of people there, and to be fair, I want them to make as much noise as they can because I thrive off that. When I went to Spain and I fought for the European, there were probably 5,000 or 6,000 Spanish fans who don't even speak English, so it's like I'm not going to be intimidated by fighting 10 mile away from where I live with loads of English fans and all.
Talk to me about the weight now. This fight's obviously at middleweight. You've campaigned largely at light middleweight. So how's that going to affect you heading into this?
I don't really feel like it's going to be detrimental at all because, like I say, I've fought at light middle for most of my career now, but I have fought at middleweight. But I walk around, a good weight anyway, and I've just, I've been able to fuel my training more. I've been able to. I've just lived like a middleweight, and I feel like I'll probably feel stronger on the night for it than I normally do. So it's going to be probably playing to my advantage.
Your nickname's the Quiet Storm, and I can see it now. Being up close to you, there's something sort of simmering away. On the surface, you're nice and cool, you're calm, relaxed, but there's Eye of the Tiger, something like that. And I saw you put something on your Instagram about how the fire is burning in your belly more than it ever has. How are you feeling in terms of your motivation right now?
Yeah, the fire is burning and I'm more motivated than ever. Everyone says it every fight, but I just feel like a lot of things have fell into place, the timing's right, and yeah, the motivation is the biggest thing you need in boxing, and like I say, the quiet storm, I'll just stick to doing what I do. I don't like mouthing off or slagging anyone. I just stick to what I want to do, and then when I get in there, I'll put the heat on in the ring when I'm there, yeah. I don't think about losing. To be fair, I don't think about winning. I just think about what I've got to do in the build up to it, the journey and getting there, and then believe that I will win. Obviously, like I say, it's a massive opportunity. There's a big carrot dangled in front of me to win this fight and go on and get even bigger opportunities with defending the title or further opportunities from that, yeah.
Is he someone you've kept an eye on? Because you've sparred a few years ago as well, right?
Yeah, I sparred a few years ago, but to be fair, it's not really a fight I actually thought about because I'm at super welterweight, so it's not really a fight. I was quite surprised when the fight got offered, to be honest, but obviously now it's here and I'm preparing, be fully prepared for him 24th of September.
What have you learnt from those losses? Kerman Laharaja in Spain, Harry Scarf, who's got a horrible style. No one really wants to fight him, but you did fight him. What have you learnt from them, and how have they added to who you are now and who you'll be in the ring?
I've learned how probably the main thing is how I take the losses. I've just realised, I think after the Scarf loss, I kind of carried on how I were, but then after the Laharaja one, I realised I needed to change quite like a hell of a lot with my boxing, probably my boxing style, and I've made some like quite drastic changes since that, and I think it's kind of a good wake-up call that I needed for it.
Well, you're certainly awake. Talk to me about these tattoos, by the way. We'll probably cut away to them in this interview and have a look, but talk me through them.
Well, I've got Sugar Ray Leonard is the fight with Roberto Duran where he makes him quit. I feel I like that because it shows his persistence. He did that much in that fight that with boxing ability making someone quit. And then the other one is Muhammad Ali that I've got, and he says, "I'm gonna show you how great I am," and that's just always been my vision since I've been a kid, where I want to get the respect from people by showing them what I can do in boxing.
Do you think you can make Nathan Heaney quit?
Yeah. I believe I can. When I turn up on the best I can be, I think I'm a nightmare for anyone.
Give us your prediction. What's going to happen in the ring September 24th?
I'm not going to say win, but I'll win by any means necessary. I'm not going to say how I'm going to win, but win by any means, yeah.
Any message for Nathan? I know you're a quiet man. I know this isn't really you, but That's Nathan there, that camera. Can you see him? He's looking at you. He's giving you a little wave. Anything you want to say to him?
I've got no disrespect. It's going to be a good night, and yeah, I'm ready. So I hope Nathan is, which I'm sure he will be, to be honest. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like Flatley's going to flatten you or something like that. Just away from that, give us your Joyce Parker prediction. It's the main event that night.
Like I said before, I think Parker he's got the ability to be quite agile as a heavyweight. So I feel like that could go in his favour in this fight. So I'd edge towards Parker. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, lovely speaking to you, and I'm sure we'll see you soon in Fight Week.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jack.
Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers.